We are glad to welcome you to our channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and relations. And click on the bell icon for instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel. Rest assured that we are going to have a very exciting and inspiring discussion. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Hello friends, welcome to today's lesson where we will be diving into the fascinating world of transformations in English. Transformations play a crucial role in allowing us to express our ideas in diverse ways, adding depth and variety to our language. This is English Classes Online, and I am your host, Benjamin. Let's dive into the lesson. We want to begin by taking a look at the reason why this lesson video has become necessary. And so we want to look at the comment section. And here we have the comment from Ajara Kamara. I hope I got the pronunciation right. If not, please forgive me. This is from Ajara Kamara, and the comment was made 4 days ago. And Tamara wrote as follows: kindly make a video on transformations, please. So Ajara Kamara, if you are watching this video, this lesson video is in response to your request, because you are one of our highly esteemed viewers, and as it is in line with our utmost regard for the feelings and requests of our viewers, we always want to respond promptly as much as we can. So let's take a look at the objectives of this lesson to start with. The lesson objectives are as follows. Number one, what is transformation in English grammar? We want to look at what exactly transformation in English grammar is all about. Number two, ways to transform sentences. We want to look at various ways of transforming sentences in English. And then number three, we are going to look at copious examples of transformation. So let's begin with what is transformation in English grammar. So that's exactly the basic question we want to start with. What exactly does transformation mean in the context of English grammar? In English grammar, transformation refers to the process of changing the form of a sentence without altering its meaning. This can involve altering the structure, word order, or even the choice of words, all while preserving the essential message. Now, we can change a simple sentence into a compound sentence, for example, or into a complex sentence. This is usually done by expanding a word or phrase into a clause. In the same way, we can change a complex or compound sentence into a simple sentence, which is done by reducing a clause into a word or phrase, and so on and so forth. Of course, we can even change from the affirmative to the negative. We can change from the active to the passive, or from the passive to the active. There are a number of ways in which transformation of sentences is done. And of course, it has a lot of benefits most importantly, it gives us the ability to use a variety to express our ideas in a variety of ways. Okay. Having said that, let's now begin to look at ways to transform English sentences. There are many different ways to transform English sentences. So today in this video, we are going to explore 8 major ways to transform English sentences, and we will illustrate each of them with 2 examples to showcase the flexibility that transformations offer. Okay? Now let's begin with transformation number 1, changing from active to passive voice. All right? Now, our first transformation involves converting sentences from active voice to passive voice. This switch not only changes the sentence structure, but also places emphasis on different elements. Let's look at some examples. We begin with the original active. The chef is preparing a delicious meal. This is in the active voice. Now, when we transform this into the passive, it can be as follows. A delicious meal is being prepared by the chef. Let's take another example. The original active sentence, the company launched a new product. Okay, here, when a sentence is in the active voice, it means that the subject is performing the action expressed in the sentence. The company launched a new product. The subject here is the company, and the company is the doer of the launching. All right. Now, when we transform this into the passive, it can read as follows. A new product was launched by the company. So when we have a passive voice, we discover that the action is now highlighted rather than the performer of the action. A new product was launched by the company. Okay. Transformation number 2, from direct to indirect speech. All right, that's another powerful transformation, changing direct speech to indirect speech. This is particularly useful when reporting what someone else has said. Let's look at some examples. The original direct speech can be as follows. Sarah said, I will attend the meeting. So here you see that the direct words of Sarah are in quotes. Okay, I will attend the meeting, Sarah said. Now, in indirect or reported speech, which of course is the transformation of the direct speech, we can have the following sentence. Sarah said that she would attend the meeting. Okay. Now, another example, the original, which is the direct speech, we are going to the concert. We are going to the concert, they exclaimed. Okay. Now, the transformed or the indirect speech is as follows. They exclaimed that they were going to the concert. Okay. Now, transformation number 3 is our third transformation, and it involves converting affirmative sentences to negative ones. This is, of course, a subtle but effective way to convey the opposite meaning. For example, she has completed the assignment. This is affirmative, and then we can change it to the negative. She has not completed the assignment. Another example, the team won the championship. This is an affirmative sentence. The negative is as follows. The team did not win the championship. Now, this brings us to transformation number 4, transforming simple sentences into complex ones adds sophistication to our expression. And that's what we are going to look at, from simple to complex sentences. This is achieved by combining or expanding ideas. Let's look at some examples. Number 1, the simple sentence, I enjoy reading books. When we expand this into a complex sentence, we can add an additional or an extra clause. Although I have many interests, one of my favorites is reading books. You see? So here we are expanding the idea. I enjoy reading books. All right? And then we have expanded the idea into a complex structure. Now, another example, he likes playing the guitar. All right. Now we can expand this into a complex sentence as follows. Because of his passion for music, he enjoys playing the guitar in his free time. So we have expanded the idea by introducing the reason for his liking playing the guitar. Okay? Because of his passion for music, he enjoys playing the guitar in his free time. Moving forward, we come to transformation number 5, which is change of modal verbs. Okay? Now, our 5th transformation involves changing modal verbs to convey different degrees of possibility, necessity, or permission. Okay? Let's look at some examples. For example, they can solve the problem. Using the modal verb can, we can then transform this by using another modal verb must. They must solve the problem. You see here, we are, looking at different degrees of possibility, necessity, or permission. Okay? Now, can is talking about ability, but when we say they must solve the problem, the necessity becomes quite overwhelming. Now, the next example, using the modal verb should, you should complete the assignment. You should complete the assignment. We can transform this by using another modal verb, may. You may complete the assignment. Okay? Moving further, we come to transformation number 6, which has to do with change of tense. Okay? Altering the tense of a sentence. This modification can provide a different perspective on the timing of actions. Let's look at examples. Number 1, using the present simple tense, I visit the museum regularly. This is expressing a habitual action. I visit the museum regularly. We can transform this by using the simple past. I visited the museum regularly. Now, in the first sentence, we use the present simple. In the second one, we use the past simple. Now, another example, using the present continuous, they are studying for the exam. They are studying for the exam. If we transform this into a future simple tense, we can say they will study for the exam. Now, all these transformations have a way of changing the timing of the action from present to past, or from present continuous to future tense. All right? Now, transformation number 7, from positive to comparative and superlative. Okay? Talking about comparison, and that is what this transformation is all about. It allows us to shift from positive statements to comparative and superlative forms, providing a nuanced comparison. All right. Now let's look at some examples. This book is interesting. This is in the positive degree. Okay. Then we can transform it into a comparative degree by saying that this book is more interesting than others. So here we introduce the idea of comparison, and this enables us to transform the sentence. Okay. Another example: she is a good singer. This is in the positive degree, but we can transform this using the superlative degree. For example, she is the best singer in the choir. All right. So these are different uh, ways of transforming sentences. Okay. So I hope you are beginning to have a clearer understanding of what transformation in English sentences is all about. And of course, we are looking at practical examples. So if you are getting value from this video, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video and share it with your friends. And most importantly, activate the notification system by ringing the bell so that whenever I upload a new video on the channel, you will get instant notification. Now let's move to the last but not the least, transformation number 8, changing word order for emphasis. Okay. Now, in this particular one, we are looking at rearranging the word order of a sentence to emphasize different elements. This is a subtle yet powerful way to highlight key information. Let's look at some examples. Number 1, the cat chased the mouse. Okay, so let's look at how we can transform this. The mouse was chased by the cat. Of course, we earlier saw this when we looked at changing from active to passive. But then what happens and what we want to highlight here is how we rearrange the word order. In the first sentence, the cat chased the mouse. The cat is the subject, and it occupies the initial position in the sentence, followed by the verb, and then followed by the object. So here, the structure of the sentence is what we call the SVO structure. You know, S stands for subject, which is the cat, and V stands for verb, which is chased, and O stands for object, which is the mouse. But here, when we transform this, then the mouse is also the subject of this sentence. Then V here was chased. So we still have the subject, we have subject, verb, but then we don't have object. What we have here is adjunct. So there is a change in word order, and this is done for emphasis, because in the first sentence, the emphasis is on the cat, which is the doer of the action. The cat chased the mouse. Our attention is focused on the action of the cat. But in the second sentence, our action is focused on the mouse, which is a victim of the chasing. So the mouse was chased by the cat. So when we rearrange the word order, we do that to emphasize a different element in the sentence. So let's look at another example. She carefully read the instructions. She carefully read the instructions. Now the transformation. Carefully, she read the instructions. So there is a rearrangement of words here. The word order is changed. Here we have she as the subject, carefully as the adjunct, read as the verb, and the instructions as the object. So what we have in the first sentence is the following structure: SAVO. All right? Subject, verb, no, subject, adjunct, verb, object. But here we rearrange the word order, and the sentence now begins with the adjunct, which is carefully. So here we have A for adjunct, represented by carefully. Then she now is the subject, and read is the verb, the instructions is the object. So what we have here is A, S, V, O. But in the first one, we have S, A, V, O. So a change in the word order is always meant for emphasis. Here, we emphasize the fact that she carefully read the instruction. Our focus is on the reader. But here, our focus is on, the manner in which she read carefully. She read the instructions, okay? Now, this is exactly what you need to know. And there you have it, folks. Transformations in English open up a world of possibilities, allowing us to express our thoughts in various ways, whether it's switching from active to passive, transforming direct to indirect speech, negating affirmative, that is transforming from affirmative to negative, or crafting complex sentences, or even playing with modal verbs, and so on and so forth. These techniques empower us to communicate with richness and versatility. Practice these transformations and watch your English skills transform to new heights. Until next time, happy learning. See you in the next class. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look